In today's fast-paced world, overwhelm is everywhere. Our schedules are packed, demands never stop, and the pressure to do it all is relentless. We're told to hustle harder, leaving us feeling like we're never enough. We say yes to everything, fearing disappointment or missing out, and end up neglecting our own needs. This cycle leaves us drained and unfulfilled, always searching for balance. But what if the answer isn't doing more, but learning to say no? Saying no isn't selfish. It's about honoring our limits and making conscious choices. It's the first step to creating a life aligned with our values, not just the demands of others. Saying no is self-care. It protects our boundaries and energy. When we say no to what drains us, we make room for what truly matters. It's not always easy. We fear disappointing others or missing out. But setting boundaries actually strengthens relationships, letting us show up fully where it counts. We teach others how to treat us by what we accept and what we don't. This clarity builds healthier connections with ourselves and others. Ahead, we'll explore how to set boundaries, communicate needs, and overcome guilt. Get ready for practical tools to confidently use the power of no. Why is saying no so hard? Often, it's the fear of letting others down. We want to be liked and helpful, and worry that no makes us seem selfish or unfriendly. Many of us are taught from childhood to avoid conflict and put others first. Especially for women, the pressure to be everything to everyone is intense. But we can't be all things to all people. Trying only leads to burnout and resentment. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. Our needs matter just as much as anyone else's. Prioritizing our well-being is not only okay, it's necessary. Saying yes can feel rewarding. It makes us feel needed and valued. Our culture glorifies busyness, pushing us to seize every opportunity. Sometimes we say yes out of fear of missing out or a desire to help. Compassion is a strength, but constant yeses can drain us. The key is knowing when yes comes from obligation or a need for approval. If yes means sacrificing your own goals or energy, it's time to reconsider. True fulfillment comes from intentional choices, not endless commitments. Reevaluate your relationship with yes and discover the freedom of no. Overcommitting brings stress, anxiety, and exhaustion. We rush from task to task, never fully present, and our health suffers. Relationships strain as we become irritable and emotionally unavailable. Most damaging, we neglect our own dreams and self-care. You can't pour from an empty cup. When you're depleted, everyone loses. Saying no is essential for protecting your energy and well-being. It's the foundation for a balanced, fulfilling life. Choose commitments that align with your values, not just others' demands. Imagine having time for your passions, relationships, and self-care. That's the power of no, reclaiming your most valuable resources. Every yes is a no to something else, often your own needs. Overcommitment steals moments of rest and joy. Saying no creates space for what truly matters. You become more present, engaged, and connected to yourself and others. This freedom lets you live with intention, not just react to demands. Start choosing your yeses and your nos wisely. Saying no is about setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries protect your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Without them, others dictate your time and priorities. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's self-respect. You have the right to say no without guilt or lengthy explanations. Clear boundaries prevent resentment and burnout. Protect your energy by honoring your limits. Saying no aligns your actions with your values. When you know what matters most, it's easier to decline distractions. Reflect on your priorities, what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. Be mindful about commitments, choosing those that support your goals. Saying no to what doesn't fit lets you focus on what does. Saying no with confidence is empowering. It shows you value your time and well-being. The more you practice, the easier it gets. You'll spot patterns that lead to overwhelm and learn to decline without guilt. Confidence in saying no spills into all areas of life. You'll speak up for yourself and pursue your passions more boldly. No becomes a catalyst for growth and fulfillment. Guilt is a common barrier to saying no. But no doesn't make you a bad person. It means you're honoring your needs. Your time and energy are yours to protect. Reframe no as a positive choice for your well-being. Remember, you can't please everyone, and that's okay. Prioritize your own health over others' expectations. Let go of guilt and embrace the freedom of no. No doesn't have to be harsh. Be direct and honest. No need for lengthy excuses. A simple, "Thanks for thinking of me, but I can't commit right now," is enough. Stay polite and firm, even if pressured. Graceful no's maintain respect and relationships. Avoid guilt by being upfront about your limits. Let others know when you're unavailable for new commitments. You don't always need a reason. Your time is valuable. Protect your energy, even if it disappoints someone. Clear boundaries are key to a balanced life. Saying no is a skill. Practice makes it easier. Start with small requests and build your confidence. Each no creates space for what matters most. Mistakes are part of learning. Keep going. Celebrate your progress as you grow stronger. Soon, saying no will feel natural, and your life will transform. Remember that dusty paint set tucked away in your closet? Or the novel you started but never finished? When we say yes to too much, our passions often get lost, but we can create time for what truly matters. Saying no isn't just about your schedule, it's about reclaiming your life. Make space for hobbies that bring you joy and spark creativity. You'll be amazed at the energy you gain for what you love. Re-engaging with your passions boosts well-being and inspires those around you. It may seem counterintuitive, but saying no can actually strengthen your relationships. When you're constantly overcommitted and spread thin, it's difficult to be fully present and engaged in your interactions with others. You may find yourself rushing through conversations, cancelling plans at the last minute, or simply feeling too exhausted to connect on a meaningful level. When you learn to say no to the things that drain you, you have more time and energy to invest in the relationships that truly matter. You're able to show up more authentically for your loved ones, offering your undivided attention, genuine support, and a listening ear. Saying no also allows you to set healthy boundaries in your relationships. It communicates to others that you value your time and energy, and that you're not afraid to prioritize your own needs. This clarity and assertiveness can actually strengthen your relationships by preventing resentment and fostering mutual respect. When you're not constantly feeling obligated to say yes to every request, the time you do spend with loved ones becomes more meaningful and fulfilling. You're able to create lasting memories, offer genuine support, and cultivate deeper, more authentic connections. We often equate busyness with productivity, believing that the more we cram into our schedules, the more we'll accomplish. But the truth is, constantly saying yes can actually hinder our productivity. When we're overwhelmed and overcommitted, our focus suffers, our energy wanes, and we're more prone to procrastination and burnout. Saying no is a powerful productivity tool. When we learn to prioritize our time and energy, we create space for deep work, focused attention, and creative problem-solving. We're able to tackle our most important tasks with greater clarity, purpose, and efficiency. By setting boundaries and eliminating distractions, we create an environment conducive to flow, that elusive state of deep concentration where we produce our best work. We're no longer constantly switching tasks, checking emails, or feeling pulled in multiple directions. The irony is that by saying no to the non-essential, we often achieve more in less time. We're able to focus our energy on the tasks that truly move the needle, rather than getting bogged down in busy work that drains our time and energy. Ultimately, learning to say no is about creating a life of intention and fulfillment. It's about making conscious choices about how you spend your time, energy, and resources, rather than simply reacting to the demands of others. It's about designing a life that aligns with your values, priorities, and aspirations. When you say yes to everything, you relinquish control of your life. You allow external forces to dictate your schedule, your priorities, and even your sense of self. But when you learn to say no, you reclaim your power. Saying no is a declaration that you are the author of your own life. It's a commitment to living with intention, purpose, and authenticity. It's about making choices that support your well-being, nourish your soul, and bring you closer to your dreams. Now, this doesn't mean you'll never experience stress, overwhelm, or the occasional pang of guilt. But it does mean you'll be equipped with the tools and mindset to navigate these challenges with greater grace, resilience, and a deep sense of self-compassion. You'll know that you're living life on your own terms, and honestly, that's a truly empowering feeling. We've explored the power of a simple word. No. Often, fear and the urge to please keep us from saying it. But embracing no is an act of self-care and boundary setting. Saying no is like hitting pause on a runaway train, letting you reclaim your time and energy. It's not about shutting out the world, but showing up fully for what matters most. Each no brings you closer to a life aligned with your values and your authentic self. Learning to say no is a journey, not a destination. There will be times when it feels easy, even exhilarating, to decline a request that doesn't serve you. And there will be times when you feel that familiar tug of guilt, obligation, or fear of missing out. That's okay. Be kind to yourself. This is a process of growth, and setbacks are inevitable. The key is to approach this journey with self-compassion and a willingness to experiment. Start small. Say no to a low-stakes request, observe how it feels, and celebrate your courage. Gradually, as your no muscle strengthens, you'll feel more confident tackling bigger challenges. Remember, you don't have to get it perfect every time. There will be times when you say yes out of habit or obligation, only to regret it later. That's okay. Forgive yourself, learn from the experience, and recommit to setting healthy boundaries in the future. The more you practice saying no, the more attuned you'll become to your own needs and limits. You'll develop a stronger sense of self-awareness and a deeper understanding of what truly matters to you. And that, in itself, is a profound gift. Time is our most precious resource. It's finite, irreplaceable, and once spent, it's gone forever. Yet we often treat our time as if it's an unlimited commodity, readily available to be given away to anyone who asks. Saying no is a way of reclaiming ownership of your time. It's a reminder that you have a choice in how you spend each precious moment. You get to decide what deserves your attention, your energy, and your commitment. When you start viewing your time as a valuable asset, you become more discerning about how you invest it. You're less likely to squander it on activities, obligations, or relationships that don't bring you joy, fulfillment, or a sense of purpose. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Make conscious choices that align with your values, priorities, and aspirations. Choose to invest your time in the people, activities, and experiences that light you up and make your heart sing. Learning to say no is ultimately about creating a life you love, a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and aligned with your deepest desires. It's about designing a life that brings you joy, nourishes your soul, and allows you to share your unique gifts with the world. This may look different for each of us. Perhaps it's pursuing a long-held dream, spending more time in nature, deepening your connection with loved ones, or simply creating space for quiet reflection and self-care. The path to a fulfilling life is rarely linear. There will be detours, roadblocks, and unexpected challenges along the way. But with each no you utter, you'll gain clarity, confidence, and a stronger sense of direction. You'll become the architect of your own destiny, designing a life that reflects your values, passions, and aspirations. So, go forth and say no with confidence, grace, and a heart full of gratitude. Embrace the transformative power of this simple word, and watch as it unlocks a life of greater purpose, joy, and fulfillment. The world is waiting for you to share your unique gifts, but first, you must create the space for them to bloom.